Okay,
Okay.
we're recording. Hey, Paula.
Good evening, Miss Ann.
How are you?
Good. Stephanie is not here with us right now, but we're going to move along with the video.
Sure.
Okay, so I believe tonight we're discussing technology, being a principal, using technology in the school, and how you can coach your staff to incorporate it in their classroom.
Yes.
Okay. So I guess I can talk about my
Yeah.
I'm looking for the word. My experiences with the principal in the building and their technology awareness.
Okay. And
So in previous,
we can just go back and forth. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So in previous years, before we received smart boards and things like that in the school, it was a big push from our administrator, and she really wanted us to have them. And so we had to write basically a grant or a big long piece of information about why we thought it would be good in our room, because they were only going to give us one in the whole school.
Oh, okay.
Right. But as it turned out, then everybody got one. They got them slowly, but they were incorporated into the school because our administrator felt that so strong about technology. She knew a lot about it. She knew how to use it, and she thought it was great.
Okay. So. Well, actually, my first year at Dillard, I was pretty lucky. Had a smart board in the classroom. All the students had Chromebooks, which I think the smart board is just wonderful.
Yes.
To me, I find it a great teaching tool, and it keeps the students involved as well.
Right.
I love getting up, going to the smart board, doing different assignments.
Absolutely.
So I think technology in the classroom, I think it was the best thing ever. You can find some negative sides, but if you as far as monitoring the students and making sure that they're on the correct site, but other than that, I think technology is great in the classroom.
Right. I think it's a good thing when you have an administrator that's supportive. I know technology is the push and they want us to use it and incorporate it in the classroom, but I think it's great when you have an administrator that understands that it can't be incorporated into every single lesson.
Absolutely.
And sometimes technology can be time consuming. Like you said, when every student has their own Chromebook, they got to be plugged in. They got to be organized. They got to be charging. They got to go get them. They got to start them up. You know what I mean? So sometimes that's time from your lesson, but it's still great, to have and to use, and for your administrator to acknowledge when you do.
Right. And another thing that I like about having technology, the faculty and staff meetings, if they put together a PowerPoint, they can share it with us in advance, give us time to read over the information. And then when it's time for the meeting, you're not going in blinded, not knowing what the meeting is going to be,
Absolutely.
What's going to be discussed during the meeting. So that's another thing I think is great. And to me, technology is just wonderful because it cuts out all this getting up, walking to the principal's office, walking back to your classroom. So you can just type up a document, share it, let them look at it. If there's something that needs to be changed, they can change it and send it right back to you without having to move from the comfort of your classroom.
Right.
So,
I know another thing we use in our building is Class Dojo. And that's it communicates with the parents. You can post videos, you can send links to assignments, things they missed, let them know how the child is performing in class. And our administrator was very supportive of all of us using that. Everyone in the building doesn't still use it, but most of us, probably 90% of the building, use Dojo. And he loves it. So he's like, whenever you've got something, send it through Dojo, let the parents know. And I think it's just great. So,
and another thing that I love is the Remind. I don't know if you all use Remind.
Middle school.
Oh yes, I love it. Parents can, if their child's going to be out for a day, or you need to get in contact with the parent, hit Remind, type it in, and send the information. You can. It's almost like emailing, but I still enjoy Remind. because you can
right.
information to a parent if the
Mm-hmm.
child is acting up, and they'll respond back pretty quickly.
Right.
Some homework they need, they'll respond back pretty quickly with that as well. So I think I'm sorry.
My son's school, a few of his teachers use Remind. They don't use it as often as I would like. I wish they would use it at least once a week, but they don't. So in my opinion, I think that's part of the administrative part where they should come in and let their teachers know, hey, if you're going to use this program, then use the program effectively. So as an administrator, you need to have a hand in that and say, if you're going to do it, then do it well. Because we don't get as many notifications as I would like.
Okay. Oh, and I just got a text from Stephanie. She says she should be signing on in a few minutes.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I think we've probably discussed, unless there's something that you want to share about technology, but I think we covered pretty much all the topics. Even if we just want to wait just a few minutes and see if Stephanie is going to sign on and see what she can.
Right. To have something to add.
Yes. Okay. So hopefully she'll be signing on in just a few minutes so we can get the ball.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yes.
I just I try to use it as much as I can in my classroom, but like you said, sometimes it just
I don't use it every day because I tell my students, think, oh, Miss Pickett, can we use the Chromebook? Well, not today. I want you to think.
Right.
Think your own. Everything is Chromebook, and they're great, but I want them to think on their own sometime without always having to use the Chromebook.
Right. Absolutely. And to someone that's just passing by your room, if you've always got the Chromebooks out, then they're kind of like, well, what are they doing all the time on the computer? You know what I mean?
Absolutely. My boss, the principal, he says that sometimes. He's like, it's good to walk in the classroom and see that the students are actually working and not always on the Chromebook, because if you're on the Chromebooks every day, within the Chromebooks, they're doing the teaching and not you.
What are you doing? So as an administrator, you need to know when to check on that and make sure that it's being used effectively.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, okay. Well, Stephanie, well, I think we're going to end this Zooming because we have a second one we need to start.
Right.
So,
now
we'll
in this one.
Okay, we'll end this one, and we'll end this meeting and then log back in.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
In a second.
Okay.